Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's so early. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Molly League Spike Magazine Trophy. Oh, we're in week number 6. We've got a fun one or something. I don't know what's going on. Oh, we got a game going on. We got a good one for you this morning. We've got the Remnants of Valor versus the BoLieve Broncos, Humans versus Nurgle, S-Beaver versus BB Nut. Let's take a look at these standings or something. Let's take a look at these standings before we take a look at the two teams. In Division A, currently in first place is MAML Nightmare, coached by Festoon. They're a Necromantic Horror team. They're 4-2-0. They're followed by the NC Snakes, coached by Moob. They're a Dark Elf team. They're 4-1-0. And the World of Cheese, coached by James Like Snacks, is in third place. They're a Pro Elf team. They are 3-1-1. In Division B, we have in first place the Pip Stars, coached by Dead Fred. They're a Lizard team. They are 5-0-1, and they are followed by the BoLieve Broncos up this morning. BB Nuts Nurgle team, they are 3-1-0, followed by the third place team, also up this morning, the Remnants of Valor, coached by S-Beaver. They're a human team. They're 3-1-1. And in Division C, we have the Goodest Boys Strike Back, coached by Old Gamer Mike in first place. They're a Necro team. They're 4-2-0. They are followed by Philosopher's Song, coached by Spire, a Lizard team. They're 4-0-1. And the Fishy Fiends in third place in Division C. And that's Ajax's Chaos Renegades team. They are 3-1-1. Clavius says 6 a.m. is way more convenient than you can be done before work even starts. All right, the home team this morning are the Remnants of Valor. They have 11 on the roster. That's going to bring their TV to 1,170,000 gold. They have the big guy in the Ogre, a thrower, 4 blitzers, and 5 human linemen. 1 apothecary, 6 dedicated fans, 4 rerolls. They're going to be up against the... I'm just going to die. I'm just going to die. They're going to be up against the BoLieve Broncos. That's the Nurgle team. They've got 14 on the roster. Ajax the Riot will not be participating this week due to an injury. That's going to bring their TV to a whopping 1,600,000 gold. That's 430,000 gold in petty cash. Going back to the human team this morning, 4 pesticores, 4 bloaters, the big guy in the rot spawn, and a bunch of linemen. 1 hooray, 1 cheerleader, 7 dedicated fans. A lot of money to be made this morning, and 3 rerolls. How are these two teams going to play? We'll talk about this this Nurgle team first. Electrics Man, Old Gamer Mike, S-Beaver, Clypheus, and Bad Dog. Welcome all to the stream this morning to close out to week number 6 here in the Spike Magazine Trophy. 9 weeks of regulation before they cut the top 8, so we're in the latter half of regulation. Very important matchup tonight between the number 2 and number 3 teams in Division B. And this Nurgle team, this is a bashy team, right? This is a kill team. Lots of strength on this roster, with strength 5 on the big guy, of course. Strength 4 across the bloaters, but of course the pesticores as well. They only have a strength of 3, but they have horns. So if they are blitzing, they effectively have a strength of 4 as well. Lots of block, lots of mighty blow, a couple of guardsmen as well. This is a team that has a lot of strength, so to speak, and they're going to try to remove players. They're hampered mostly by their speed. The pesticores are average with an MA of 6. Bonix has picked up an extra point of speed, bringing them up to an MA of 7, but everyone else fairly slow. The bloaters, of course, an MA of 4. The linemen, an MA of 5. BB Nut's going to want to take marks against this human team and then just start beating him up. The rot spawn, that big guy, can be used in a couple of different ways. They can be on the line to leverage that strength to try to hold center field, but they also have the tentacles here, so they can be repositioned in such a way. If they, let's say, they can mark the ball carrier, or they can mark an intended ball carrier, and if that player tries to dodge away and they fail this tentacles roll, they're not going anywhere. So this is going to be another problem for this human team tonight, especially this human team that doesn't have catchers on the roster. And I know S-Beaver does not like catchers. Has all 4 blitzers, which I think all human teams need all 4 blitzers. The blitzers are really good pieces, right? They have block, they have an MA of 7. 2 of them have leveled up and have the guard skill as well, which is great. but they don't have the dodge skill of the catchers. They don't have the MA8 of the catchers. How does the human team play against a Nurgle team? I think so. Human teams have to play in the way that the opposing team doesn't. And I think that means for the Remnants of Valor this morning that they've got to be more of an edge, more of a speed-oriented team. And that's going to come down to these blitzers. So they do have the block skill that makes them a little more reliable. It also allows them to hit. They have an MA of 7, which isn't bad. That does beat the speed of the opposing team, except, of course, for Bonix that did pick up that 1 point of movement. But that's really where this is going to lie for the human. Well, that and the inducements, of course. That's where it's going to lie for this human team. It's going to a win is going to lie with these 4 blitzers. These human linemen are nice, average, decent pieces, especially for their salaries. One's picked up the block skill, one has pro, one has dirty player. And then, of course, he has the thrower. He can lean into the throwing game if he needs to. Without the catchers, I think that means that throwing game needs to be pulled back a little bit. He'll be looking for the quick or the short pass range. Generally, you'd always be looking for the quick, short pass range. But I think without the catchers, that really eliminates the long pass, especially up against a Nurgle team that has lots of disturbing presence. Disturbing presence is a mutation that stacks, right? So this is anybody, or not anyone, but if the ball is thrown within, or let me rephrase. You know what? It is super early, and I just want to die. I just want to not exist anymore. these bloaters in the rot spawn as well have disturbing presence. So within a range of 3 of these 5 players, passing is effectively going to be a -1, and it stacks, and they don't have to be standing for that stacking either. So with 5 of them, he's going to have a big overlay of this disturbing presence, and that's really, I think, without the catchers, that's really effectively going to shut down this passing game, which means that the Remnants of Valor have to lean into the running game. They've got to play the running game up against this really bashy team with not a whole lot of speed to their advantage, and that's going to be really tricky, I think, for this human team. However, they are picking up 430. Clive says, man, if you feel this way about 8 a.m., how did you feel for 6 a.m.? No comment. 430,000 gold and petty cash going to the human team this morning. And look, that's a Morgenthorn for sure. He's going to pick up Morgenthorn, strength of 6, block, mighty blow +2. And then that leaves him with 50k left over. I mean, I think that's a Cindy. I think we're going to see a Morg and a Cindy this morning in this matchup. Cindy will be on the pitch for the first drive of the game, just chucking those bombs, trying to remove players ASAP. Morg's going to be doing his work with mighty blow +2, trying to get through that Nurgle armor and trying to remove pieces as much as possible. With a couple of key removals, I think the Remnants of Valor are in much better shape to go up against this Nurgle team, because now a lot of the Nurgle strategies is falling apart, right? If you can get rid of a couple of disturbing presence, if you can get rid of a couple of these block pieces with mighty blow, even if you can get rid of a Pescador, the Pescadors are the fastest pieces on this roster, and that Horns is effectively giving them a strength of 4. So any one of these removals, other than say the lineman, would be great removals for this human team. And as always, the more the merrier. With Morg and with Cindy, he might be able to get that player advantage early, and if he can do that, I think that's going to even the playing field, so to speak. I was going to say in the human's favor, but of course in the human's favor. That's what evening the playing field is. All right, I cannot bear to try to keep talking for another 5 minutes. We're just gonna I'll just wait for BB Nuts game to be done. I'm gonna get something caffeinated. We'll get this game started just as soon as the coaches are ready. Whee! boy, I just said a whole bunch of stuff and I gotta say it again. The DRP. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was muted. So, why is it 3? You know what? I don't care. I don't care. All right. Something happened in the last 6 minutes. He's got 355. He'll buy one. Yeah, Bad Dog. There was an OBS update. It broke the telestrator. There's gonna be no telestrator of doom, I'm afraid. Yeah. It was before the game started. It was a TD diff of 430. Something happened with the BoLieve Broncos that brought it down to 355. So it looks like it's gonna be a Zug and a Cindy. So Zog with the Mighty Blow +1 and the block skills, strength of 5. Cindy Pie Whistle, of course, a secret weapon, throwing bombs. She'll be out on the she'll be out on the pitch for a single drive, unless the Remnants of Valor can successfully argue the call. BoLieve Broncos being the batchy team, they're gonna want to hit first, so they're gonna be on offense to start this game. Clear skies for the game this morning. Remnants of Valor, the humans in blue. BoLieve Broncos, the Nurgle team in orange. I've been such a foul move this morning. Ichigokuto says, Morg is a fair and balanced player. Yeah, Morg is totally fair and balanced. I mean, Cindy is pretty ridiculous at 50K. She needs to ask for more money. Cleffy says, man, watching captions is amazing when you're talking about team names, player names, and stuff. He keeps captioning Nurgle as normal. All right, the human team giving up the wide zones against this Nurgle team. 3 on the line, of course. Grendel's mom, the ogre, the big guy in that nose tackle position. Wiglaf, the thrower, is the safety in this roster. BoLieve Broncos to set up their offense. 5 on the line, spread wide currently. That's, yep, none other than Bonix back to receive here. MA7 Pestigore. No kicker on the human team, so the BoLieve Broncos can get away with 1 receiver. Cauliflower, welcome to the stream. Collie says, in before Cindy fumbles her first bomb and kills Borg. Here's the kick. Middling kick. And the Broncos are going to earn a reroll, so 4 apiece now in this. To start this game, turn 1 for the BoLieve Broncos. Ball kicked to the 12-yard line, just outside the left wide zone. 2-die block on the line. 9+ is going to break armor against Grendel's mom with Mighty Blow. Doesn't get the armor break. Gets the armor break this time. A stun against the left defensive end here. 3-die block on the right defensive end. It's going to be a push. Blitz in the right wide zone, gets a knockdown, no armor break. Those are the blocks on the line. The BoLieve Broncos moving up to the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep these humans off their side of the pitch. 3+ pickup does not work out. And that'll be a turnover. Ball will bounce 1 space backwards to the 14-yard line. Turn 1 now for the Remnants of Valor. The BoLieve Broncos currently ranked number 2 this season in terms of league points. They have a record of 12, 2, and 1. And look at that TD diff, 19. 24 touchdowns scored, just 5 given up. Won last week to the Norse team, Odin and Snuffle. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to fix the telestrator. OBS had an update and it broke my telestrator. So I gotta look at the code and fix it. City Pie whistle on the bomb toss. Interception attempt here. So remember, this Nurgle team, right? These bloaters and this rot spawn, they all have a disturbing presence that's going to be a factor with these Cindy bomb tosses. Judge Dredd, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. 2-9 blitz on the left side here. Gets a pal. Mighty Zug on the blitz. BB says that was a casual -5 bomb throw. Yep. Yes, indeed. "30 seconds on the clock for the Remnants of Valor. Taking mark with Zug. Zug taking a mark over on the left side of the pitch here, just outside that left wide zone. Marking Magnificent Catastrophe, the lineman. And now going in on this ball. That's a mark on Bonix. Here's... I can never pronounce this guy's name. Wheelfio. The number 5 blitzer coming in on the ball as well. There's a mark on Moob, the number 3 Pestigore. Early pressure by this defense. If this pressure doesn't work out, the defense is going to find 3 players marked down to the drive. Judge Dredd said, "Am I having a stroke? Are there usually that many overhead icons?" No, I could turn them off. How's that? Hildeburg on the block. Failed the foul appearance roll. Foul appearance is another one of these mutations that the human team's going to have to deal with. Before you take a block or a blitz against a player with foul appearance, you roll a d6. And if you roll a 1, you're so disgusted by their appearance, you choose, you second guess yourself. You say, I'm not going to touch him. You'll lose your block, and you can even lose your blitz. Turn 2 now for the BoLieve Broncos. Judge Dredd said, "Don't do it on my account. I was just wondering if it was a new thing." No, it's not a new thing. 2-9 block over on the right side. Here's the armor break. Gets stun out of this. Ooh. Now looking to block down the pressure players. Knocks down number 7 here, the rookie blitzer that came in on that wrestle skill. So on a both down result, you can wrestle your opponent to the ground if you have the wrestle skill. You'll both be knocked prone, but there's no armor break, no turnover. Bonix on the blitz. I'm sorry, JD Zon coach Whitey on the blitz. Bonix to clear the ball. And now 2-9 block over in the right wide zone, gets a pow out of this. Turn 2 for the Remnants of Valor. You know what I need? I need Spire, welcome to the stream. I need a rich uncle who I've never known, who somehow loves me and loves me enough to give me all of his stuff and is dead. That's what I need. That's what I need. And then I can just stream Blood Bowl forevermore. Instead of having to work and fret and deal with everything. 2-9 block over the left wide zone by Mighty Zug. Gets a KO here. 1-man player finish for the Remnants of Valor. Yeah, but to win the lottery, you have to play it. And I don't do that. One minute, 3 seconds left on the clock here for the Remnants of Valor. This is the final game of week number 6. Remember, there's 9 weeks in regulation. in the Spike Magazine Trophy. The top 2 teams of each of the 3 divisions will make the cut to top 8, and then the 2 best placing teams besides will also make the cut. So it's very important to try to finish in the top 2 of your division in order to guarantee that you make it to the top 8. Another Cindy bomb toss. I mean, these are very difficult bomb tosses. Needs a 6 out of this. Roll to 1. She fumbles the bomb. I can't speak. She fumbles the bomb pass. Knocks out a friendly. And stuns herself. Falcon, was that Falcon Mart? I'm so sorry. It's so early, and yesterday was a very emotionally draining day, and today I'm just in a very foul mood. So I apologize if I'm not paying enough attention. But thank you very much for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Cindy in the bomb toss needed a 6, rolled a 1. A 1 is a fumble, so she basically that ball's gonna bounce out of her hands. She stunned herself and removed 1 of her teammates, and now it's turn 3 for the BoLieve Broncos. Electric Man says, I'm guaranteed to make top 9 in the division. Old Gamer Mike says, how was your game? My game? My game was a trouncing. I was slaughtered. 1 minute to go here in turn 3. +3 pickup by Bonix. Remember, this is the MA7 Pestigore. Moves that ball to safety over into the right wide zone. 2-die block against the number 8 blitzer. Gets re-rolled here into a knockdown. Turn 3 for the Remnants of Valor. So with that early man, I wish the telestrator worked. But with that early pressure, you can see this is what we were talking about a few turns ago. These pressure players, they have been marked out of the drive here. You can see the Snurgle team is between these players and where the ball is. So they're giving some protection to the ball carrier. And these human players are probably out for the rest of the drive. Well, I shouldn't say probably, but they're in danger of being out for the rest of the drive. The number 8 blitzer, the rookie blitzer here, marked on either side. So he's taken care of. The others, including Mighty Zug, on the wrong side of the field right now. BB Nut says, I bought 1 cheerleader for you. I saw it in the pregame. I appreciated it. So the Remnants of Valor are getting aggressive over in the right wide zone now. I have so much never-ending, unyielding work to do. Oh, God. 3+ dodge by the left inner linebacker here, the thrower. Fails that dodge, stuns himself. That'll be a turnover. Turn 4 for the BoLieve Broncos. They're in pretty good shape right now. Two-die blitz against Mighty Zug. Gets a push here, trying to take out this key star player on the roster. Look at the positioning. Man, I wish the telestrator worked. Great positioning here by the BoLieve Broncos. So now marking out those 4 human linemen out of the drive. 5, excuse me. He's got the number 11 lineman marked out as well. shift this ball back over to the left. There it goes. Crosses the line of scrimmage with 2 rushes and gets this ball to the opposing 8-yard line. And now has some blocks to take. There's a knockdown against Unfaro. Big guy fails the really stupid test. That's 2 big guys staring into space. The Ogre is boneheaded. Mark Cloud is really stupid. No offense, Mark Cloud. Both have lost their tackle zones. Turn 4 for the Remnants of Valor now. Final turn of the first quarter. This human team has been thoroughly picked apart here in the first quarter. They've got a couple of pieces left free here, but they're on the wrong side of the ball. A rush to take a mark on the ball carrier. Looks like, I thought he was going to rush again. Frody moves in to try to play some defense, and Grendel's mom's going to take a mark back behind the ball. Ball carrier not quite free, but we'll get a 2-die block against Brecca the Bronding coming up on turn 5. Move says, I expected the Ogre to blitz the ball there. So did I. .50 seconds to go for the Remnants of Valor. Declaring a blitz with Zug. He's trying to count this out, so Zug only has an MA of 4. If he's going to go this way, I don't think he has the MA for it. He'd have to dodge. If he's going after the ball, that is. He may not have seen this dodge. If he doesn't dodge out this way, man, I really missed the telestrator. If he doesn't make the dodge, the best he can do is mark. It looks like he's just going to mark. Oh, no, he will go for the dodge. Will go for the dodge. So instead of going for the 4+, goes for the 5+. Remember, Zug is a loner, so that failed dodge means to spend the you have to spend the reroll first if you want to use the team reroll. You have to spend it first. Roll a d6 on a 4+, you get to use it. Otherwise, you lose it. Big 5+, needed a 4+ on the loner roll, so burn the reroll. Didn't get the mark. The ball carrier now free. Turn 5 for the Broncos. SP Beaver says, didn't want to blitz there, but it wouldn't let me undo it. Yeah, once you declare the blitz, you're blitzing. It should give you a confirmation. Like a continue button. SP Beaver says, one day I'll learn this UI. One day I'll learn life. That's my goal. That's my lofty goal. 2-9 blitz behind the line of scrimmage. Here's an armor break. Gets a stun out of this. Yeah, that's very true. Once you declare the blitz, you're blitzing, but you don't actually have to hit anybody. Remember, a blitz is just a move in a block in one turn. You don't actually have to take the block. In fact, you don't even have to take the move. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is actually use up the blitz. Lots of stunned humans on the pitch as the ball's on the opposing 8-yard line right now, and it is very secure by grave mistake, the number 5 bloater, and a pair of pestigores. Failed rush here on. Did he burn the reroll? He did. Rolled snake eyes and stunned himself. Rolf, the rookie lineman, trying to show off in his first game. Turn 5 now for the Remnants of Valor. Remnants of Valor standing up some players. BB Nut has done a great job of just controlling the pitch and keeping this ball safe and secure. Old Gamer Mike says Nurgle, aka Dwarves with bad BO. Brecca the Bronding here, freed up on the blitz. One rush blitz gets the knockdown on the ball carrier. A 9+ will break armor here. Blitzers are such a crucial player on a human roster. You get 4 of them. They come with the block skill being blitzers, of course, and they have an MA of 7. But really, what makes them all-stars is you get blocked, you get an MA 7, and they're not weak anywhere else. Average strength, average agility, average armor value. They're very, very, very good pieces, in my opinion. 2-die blitz on Brecca the Bronding, who just knocked down the ball carrier, and that's a knockdown in kind. And now a 2-die on Muddy Zug. This is going to be a 10+ to break armor. Freezing Star on the block. Oh no, there's the armor break. Got the removal. That's the end of Zug. Zug knocked off the pitch here. If you get knocked out on that injury table, you go into the knockout box. At the beginning of every drive, you have to roll a d6 for every one of your knocked out players on a 4+, provided you don't have some sort of mitigating factor, which I think he does. Yeah, he's got a keg. So normally, it's a 4+ to recover from the KO. If you succeed on that die roll, you'll go right back into the reserve box. But with a keg, it's a 3+ for each player. Calliope's cheering for the Nurgle team. Thank you very much for the bits. BoLieve Broncos, no sweat so far on this offense. Very tough, mashy team. We talked about how in the pregame, how the Remnants of Valor. So human teams, in my opinion, they're jacks of all trades, masters of none. And so their strength is in their ability to generalize. So human strategy typically would be to play to your opponent's weakness, right? If you're like a Nurgle team, they're a bashy team. A Dwarven team, for example, very obviously a bashy team. They like to stay grouped up. They're very slow. They want to get their assists. They want to bash players, people into the ground. And they're going to do that virtually no matter what, right? They're going to do that no matter who they're facing off against. Humans, their strength is in the fact that they can play every facet of the game. Now, they don't excel at any of it. They are strictly mediocre at all of it, but they can do all of it. So where they find success is in playing to their opponent's weakness. In this case, they're up against a bashy team, so the bashy team is going to be a better bashy team than the human team can be. They don't want to go toe-to-toe and play that game. They want to play more of a speed, more of an agile-based game in a matchup like this. The problem is with no catchers on the roster, that makes that a lot tougher to happen. Now, I know S-Beaver doesn't like the catchers, and that's fine. There's lots of ways you can kit out a human team. But that really means it all relies on the blitzers. And if you're relying on that speed game with your blitzers, you've limited your blitzers in scope. Right now, your blitzers can't really be free to make that key mark or that key blitz. Right? They've got to be the ball carriers. They've got to be the ones that are running through lanes and protecting maybe another ball carrier that is a blitzer or your thrower. It also means your passing game is a lot weaker, right? You don't have that extra point of movement. You don't have the dodge skill. You don't have the free reroll on a catch. Now, you are up against a Nurgle team that's already hampering your passing game pretty significantly, but with a... Oh, Douglas, bro, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Raiders. If you limit that to a quick pass or a short pass, then that passing game is still pretty effective, right? Cindy Pywis on the double bomb toss here. Her once per game is all you can eat. She can throw 2 bombs in a row on a turn, but then she immediately has to roll to see if the ref finds out that she's actually throwing bombs and they're not delicious pies. Failed that die roll. She got called off. That'll be the end of her game unless S. Beaver can successfully argue with the ref. But the quick pass and the short pass game would still be viable. Not so much because the odds are better on a quick or a short pass, but because if you're doing a quick or a short pass against a Nurgle team, you're probably doing a lateral pass, right? You're probably not passing across their line. Maybe you are, but if you are, you're clipping the line, and so you're not hitting these overlapping, disturbing presence areas. Either it's going to be a clean pass, or you're getting maybe a -1. Without that option here, they've got to play sort of a standard running game up against a team that is more than happy to mark them and start punching them in the nose, as you can see here. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Cauliflower. Yeah, she can't argue the call after she's triggered all you can eat. Turn 7 now for the Remnants of Valor. They are well behind the ball at this point. I think at this point they're looking for whatever die rolls they can make here. Grendel's mom, disgusted by Cauliflower. Fails the block. Here's the dodge blitz into a both standing result unless this reroll is spent. It is going to be spent, and it will remain a both standing result. So Bonek's going to be marked by the number 8 rookie blitzer. Cauliflower says I'm offended. Don't be. You're earning your salary. Move says BBNet's playing too fast, giving these chances on the ball. Three plus dodge away by the number 7 blitzer, and now a 2-die against Wags. Really just looking for the blocks to take here, trying to get some SPP, maybe a player advantage going into the second half of the game, or the second drive, I should say. Got a removal there. We'll see if it sticks. Cauliflower says, he doesn't pay me! There should be an investigation. Somebody call a commissioner. Tried to dodge away Brecca the Bronding. Dodge fails. Turn 8 for the Broncos. With no rerolls left. We'll see if they take any blocks. Oh, they'll take at least one to free up the ball carrier, I imagine. Here it is. 2-die blitz. Got the pal. Nuffle not kind to the humans here. Hoping the humans hoping Nuffle could grant a double skulls, but didn't work out. That's going to clear the ball carrier. Very well played by BB Nut here. No problem at all. They're going to take the lead 1-0 in turn 8. Cauliflower says, fight his ass. Oh, great. Just great. The Nurgle cheerleaders. Lovely. Oh, boy. Looks like 1 KO returns for both teams. BoLieve Broncos are going to set up for a 1-turn drive here unless we have a timeout, and then it'll be a 2-turn drive. SB Beaver, the picture-in-picture, calling out the cheerleaders like, come on. So crucially, Zug not coming back on the pitch here, but Zug will get another re-roll, or another roll, another knockout roll, I should say, going into the second half of this game. Three on the line, spread wide for the defense. Four on the line currently for the Remnants of Valor. They have no re-rolls left for this half unless Nuffle provides one on the kickoff. Move says, kill the spawn. 5 on the line now. I imagine the goal for the Remnants of Valor here is just going to block down this line. They might chance a foul. I don't think they will, but they might chance a foul. 7 on the line now. Looking to remove some linemen. 9 on the line. They even have the thrower on the line with that block skill. Dean II, the rookie lineman wearing number 14, back to receive on the 14-yard line. Remnants of Valor. They're going to be annoyed if they get a timeout. Cheering fans. It's not going to matter. Well, it might matter. It might matter. If he gets the blocks on the line here and keeps the drive alive, keeps the turn alive, I should say, number 14 can pick this up for a quick pass, try to pick up 2 SPP. First block of the drive will be a push result. We still have a blitz on the table, so if you can knock down the other 2 on the line, we'd still have an opportunity to break armor on number 13. 2 die over on the right side against Run Bad. The number 14 lineman gets a pal here, looking for that 9+. Needs the 9+, needs a Kaz on the injury table as well to pick up that SPP. Doesn't get it. Ooh, took the block with the Ogre before taking the blitz with the thrower. Gets a push out of this. So now 3 assists against Rolf. These guardsmen here, Brecca the Bronding and Grendel's mom, always guaranteed to give that assist. Well, not always. Defensive can negate the guard skill. Gonna go after the rot spawn instead. Going for the 10+ player instead of the 9+ player, but only gets a push out of this on the blitz. That is the blocks taken. Nothing left to do here except pass for some... Oh, he's going to foul. He is going to foul with the dirty player. Dirty player is going to give him a +1 to the armor or the injury roll. He has 3 assists against Run Bad. That's going to be a 6+ to break armor right now. Oh, is he going for the pass first? Oh! Pass works out. 2 SPP for the lineman. Well done. Now here's the foul. 6+ breaks armor. Doesn't get it, but the ref says no way. No way. Get out of here. You did that right in front of my face. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you have any money? No? Then get off my pitch. 1-0 at the half. The BoLieve Broncos in the lead. The Remnants of Valor. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Remnants of Valor will be on offense to start the second half, but Mighty Zug not coming back onto the pitch despite the Bloodweiser keg that was paid for by the coach. Cauliflower says he fell on my boot, ref. SP Beaver says this is all going according to plan. 3 on the line for the Nurgle team. Screening out this human team. Does need to contend with those 4 MA7 blitzers. Lots of strength on the right line right now. The Rot Spawn with the strength of 5. That's the big guy. And the 2 bloaters, of course, with the strength of 4. Remnants of Valor setting up 5 on the line here. They're going to try to block down this line and control center pitch. Wiglaf, the thrower, back to receive. Here's the kick. Oh, we've got a prayer to Nuffle, and we've got we've got moles under the pitch. Let's go. That's right. Everybody's drunk now. Moles under the pitch. That means that rushes are going to fail, not just on a 1, but on a 1 or a 2. Turn 9 for the Remnants of Valor. They're going to get started with the big guy block. Scary stuff there. They get the pushback. Needed that pushback to get the 2 dies here. Now they're going to get a knockdown on Freezing Star, the left defensive end. Vodka in the Gatorade. 2-die block with the blitz, skill. With the block skill over on the right side against Vastaman. Gets the knockdown here. Clivey says also my Norse are 247 for 247 of 247 for rushes, so I don't know why anybody complains about them. Good recovery here by the thrower in turn number 9. Ball advances to the Remnants of Valor's own 12-yard line. Cauliflower says, I never dare to take the 3+ rush with Norse. I'll take the 3+ dodge instead. All right. This offense spreading wide here against this Nurgle defense. This bashy defense. They have a 2-man player advantage right now, and it's turn number 9. Let's see what they can do on defense. We saw just how effective BB Nut was on offense with this team. Had no problem whatsoever. Just setting up pieces, controlling the pitch, moving that ball downfield, and marking out those players. Now we'll see how aggressive or non-aggressive they'll get on defense here. They could get aggressive here to try to force this ball to move in a particular direction, or they can just try to keep the screen intact and prevent the humans from getting behind them. Remnants of Valor trying to stay as wide as possible here to prevent the defense from encircling the offense. 2-die blitz on the left side here. Gets a pal. Looking for an 8+ with Mighty Blow. Doesn't get it. But now pushing a player back. Took this blitz directly from the side here to push that player back and mark them by the defensive line. Bashy teams, they want those marks. They want to be able to take those blocks. Turn 10 now for the Remnants of Valor. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Once again, Grendel's mom should have learned the first time. Tries to block Cauliflower and says, oh, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Failed the foul appearance roll. And now the blitz has been used up on the turn. Loose cage at center pitch here. Ball moves up to the 6-yard line. Cauliflower says I'm still offended. Trying to dodge away from the big guy there. That's that tentacles we talked about in the pregame. Failed the tentacles roll. And that lineman not going anywhere. Turn 10 for the Broncos. They've got a block to take on the line and then a blitz. Humans have shifted slightly towards the right, so the Broncos are going to pull in and try to control the left wide zone. There's the armor break on that captured lineman and a good removal. 3-man player advantage for the BoLieve Broncos. Mark Cloud fails the really stupid roll. Because Mark Cloud's really stupid. The nega trait on the big guy is you roll a d6. If you've got a teammate next to you that can tap you on the shoulder and remind you why you're here, then you succeed on a 2+. Otherwise, it's a 4+. Fail the really stupid roll there. When you fail it, you lose your action. You lose your tackle zones until you succeed that roll in a future turn. Blitz on the right side by JD Zon Coach Whitey. Gets a push out of that. Resets into columns. Columns a very effective defense. Even if you blitz down one of these front players, there's still tackle zones by the rear players, so you don't open up a lane. Turn 11 for the Remnants of Valor. They get a push by Grendel's mom. JD Whitey, welcome to the street. JD Whitey says, I hate BB Nut. Just thought you should know. Good morning, JD Whitey. Good to see you here. A Mark taking on the right side here, so Remnants of Valor going in the blitz on the right side. They get a 2-die blitz out of this. They're going to get the PAL. They really need this 9+. No armor break. They won't dare follow up against this team. Repositions the blitzer back across the line of scrimmage. BB Nuts says, JD Whitey, I heard you're playing Amazons at the Canadian, Mexican, and American event. JD Whitey says, I absolutely am. Thank you for bringing it up. One die block against Wags over on the left side of the line. Gets a skull. Spends the reroll into a push. JD Whitey says, okay, Ava joins the shit list. Got it. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm taking BB Nut at his word. He says you're a Zon coach. It says it right there. You are in the book of grudges. That was your first mistake. Never take BB Nut at his word. BoLieve Broncos here, turn 11, starting to mark down these humans, not giving them many movement options. One might say it was a grave mistake. Where is grave mistake? There he is. Blitz on the right side here. 2-die blitz against JD. Absolutely not a Zon coach Whitey. Gets the knockdown. .45 seconds left on the clock for the Broncos. There are those marks, those bashy marks. Tough for the humans in this spot. Lots of marks taken. They don't have dodge on this roster. Every one of these potential dodges is going to be scary. They need to find a way to set up as many 2-dies as possible to try to break free from this this defense. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Number 13 marked out on the left side. Again, I wish that telestrator was working. But that human team, you saw just for a turn, they shifted right, and BBNet said, "Fine, then the left wide zone's mine." Now what? Now you can't move left. Now what do you want to do? One die block against the number 8 bloater here. Gets a push with the ogre. Ogre with a strength of 5 breaks through those tentacles, no problem. "45 seconds on the clock for the Remnants of Valor." They're down 0-1 right now. They are in possession of the ball on their own 6-yard line. They have 3 rerolls left. Lots of resources available, but a tough position here on the field right now. Blitz with the ball carrier is going to be a push against Cauliflower. They now have the ball on their own 2-yard line, yet to cross the line of scrimmage. Might retreat this ball? No. They're going to keep the ball on their own 2-yard line. They're going to bring the number 7 blitzer up on the front right corner, but now marked by Cauliflower. The number 6 bloater, strength of 4, block and mighty blow. Two-die uphill on the big guy. Gets a push out of this. Remnants of Valor trying to carve out some section of the pitch here for themselves, but they are currently marked on the front of their cage on both the front left corner and the front right corner. And there's that 2-die by Cauliflower. Got the pound, no problem. 8+ is going to break armor. There's the armor break. And gets a stun. Ball marked once more. 2-die on Breck of the Bronding is a push. The Nurgle team closing in, tightening their grip. A 2-die on Grendel's Mom by Vastaman gets a push. 2 marks on the ball now. You know what the humans have? Fortitude. That's what you need. Fortitude. Double Skulls re-rolled into a POW on the right side. The humans with nowhere to run on the blitz. 2-die blitz. Well, Dodd gets the knockdown on Wiglaf. 8+ is going to break armor. This could be a devastating armor break. There it is. Will remain on the pitch. And the ball's going to start bouncing around here. Out of the scrum on the left side on the Remnants of Valor's 2-yard line. JD Whitey says, "I'm the best goat." JD, the best goat Whitey on the blitz. 3+ pickup fails. Free reroll with sure hands, and Bonix, the MA7 Pestigore, in possession of the ball on the opposing 6-yard line with the entire human team marked out right now. Oh, man. 4th and final quarter begins. The Remnants of Valor. I think their strategy at this point is to pray to Nuffle on a potential ball carrier blitz here. BB says Bonix is the best goat. How dare you? How dare you? You know what? Just for that. JD Whitey gets the fly out. Big blitz attempt. Big blitz attempt. The number 5 blitzer on the 1 die. It's going to be a dodge away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dodge away on the 1 die blitz. Good dodge. Here's the 1 die blitz. Gets a push result. Is he going to spend a reroll and fish for that knockdown? He is. Only gets a push. Cauliflower. Cauliflower says, JD Whitey, I've heard of him. Isn't he a massive Amazon coach? 2-9 block over on the right side here against JD Whitey. Gets a foul. Boom says, if I want to cheer for S. Beaver, do I pick cheer for offense or defense now? You know what? It's whatever you're feeling. Turn 13 for the Broncos. They're going to get some blocks here. They're going to block away number 5. S. Beaver hoping for double skulls at some point. Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it. Another removal here on the rookie lineman, number 13. Onella wondering why they woke up this morning. There's the pal, number 5. SP Beaver says, badly hurt is as safe as can be. Good removal here on the block. Nurgle being Nurgle. Move says, I'll just do that instead. Seems like what's needed. Cauliflower says, y'all making fun of JD Whitey for having a young face, but really he'll be laughing in 20 years when you're all wrinkly and he isn't. Amen. Yeah, don't be ashamed of don't be ashamed of looking young. Yeah, that ref, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. What do you think you tried to get away with? Turn 14 for the Remnants of Valor. SB Beaver says, okay, I really have BB Nut right where I want him now. Electric Man says, I looked young until I didn't. Yeah, that's how it goes. SB Beaver says, see, I removed someone from the pitch. Did you see how hard I hit his boot with my face? Remnants of Valor need an insanely ridiculous play here to stop the score. I don't see how they're going to make it happen. Again, not to beat a dead horse, and I certainly am not trying to criticize the roster, but I think catchers would have played a significant role in this particular matchup anyway. That additional speed with the dodge skill could have allowed the humans to lean into that speed game. Instead, they had to play a running game with their blitzers against a team that is more than happy to take marks. Electric Span says, you mean the strength 2 catchers? They are strength 2, that is true. Blitz by number 14. 2 rushes will end the turn. That's a mark on Bonix. These rushes, man. These rushes. Oh, boy. Is that 4 3+ rushes in a row? All right, gets the assist to prevent the, try to prevent the 2-die block anyway. He's not going to succeed, but did the best he could here. We'll see if it pays off. Ajax says 8 a.m. start better than the 6 a.m. start. 8 a.m. start is better than the 6 a.m. start, but I'm grumpy this morning. That's all. It's not so much the time. Judge Dredge says this morning. This morning for me. It is 9:02 in the morning. All right. It'll be a 2-die blitz with the Pestigore. Here we go. 2-die with horns. Just needed the push. Will not follow up. And now the Broncos might shift to the right side. Ooh. Oh, yeah, he would follow up because he'd still be marked. Good dodge on the reroll, and now 2-0. The BoLieve Broncos increase their lead. We get to see this lovely cheerleader again. Hey, look at her. Never looked more beautiful in her life. Praise Nurgle. Hey, Zug, nice to see you back, buddy. Glad I paid you 220,000 gold so you could just lie on the ground for most of the game. Once again, screening out the humans here. 5 on the line for the humans. They're going to try to block down this line once more. With just 2 turns left, it's not looking good for a victory. Falcon Merc, welcome to the stream. Falcon Merc says, easiest money earned by Zug. Very deep kick here by the Broncos. An officious ref is going to say, Bo Nix, look, man, you've been like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. Stop showing off. Just play an honest game. Ball kick to the 24-yard line. 2-die block on the big guy here. Gets a pal. Looking for a 9+ with Mighty Blow. No armor break. Has the human team had any armor breaks at all? 2-die block against Vastaman. Double pals. That's league MVP. Bonix to you. Ah, beat me nuts with like 2 KOs. Fair enough. Falcon Merc says, I smell a foul coming on Bonix. Spire says the league MVP is Pips Pippi. The venerable Pips Pippi. 37 seconds to go here in turn 15 for the Remnants of Valor. They've blocked down the line. They still have their blitz. Trying to identify where the blitz is going to be. Oh, is he going to foul? Is he going to foul? It'll be a straight 9+ on the foul. Going in on the blitz on grave mistake. 2-die blitz. Got the pal. Needs a 10+ to break armor here. Got the armor break. Of course. Of course. So the Remnants of Valor murdering the bloater, but the bloater regens no problems. Murdered the mighty blow block bloater grave mistake. We'll get the 2 SPP in on the casualty, that is. Now in scoring position on the opposing 10-yard line. Good pickup with the ball, but this ball's all the way back. Oh, what a rush! Remember, there's moles under the pitch. That rush was a 3+. And now passing downfield to the number 7 blitzer. Let's go. Let's see if they can get on the board. The only scoring threat is number 8. That's where the blitz will be. Well, unless it's on the ball carrier. Break of the Bronding marked by Wags, the number 12 lineman. Remember, these bloaters have disturbing presence. It's going to be a -1 on the pass. They do stack. That's a -2. I think it's a -3 even. -3. Here's the blitz on the ball carrier. 2-die blitz. Failed the rush. Spends the final reroll. Only gets a push out of it. So the blitzer's going to remain on their feet. Blitzer remains alive, so turn 16 for the Remnants of Valor. They can still pull this off. I think now it's going to be a pickup by the thrower, and it'll have to be a one. It's going to be a long pass to number 8. Well, let's see if he's here. It would be 3, 4. Oh, I think he's just in long pass range. But there are, remember, the disturbing presence here by the bloater, and I think the rot spawn's just out of reach. So disturbing presence still kicks in whether these bloaters are I was going to say whether they're standing or prone, but if this is a removal, well done. That's one of the bloaters gone. So disturbing presence -1 taken off the pitch. Still, at long range, this is just going to have to be a nat 6, I think. I don't see any other way around it. Falconberg says Zug finally woke up. Here's the declared pass. Good pickup. Needs a 6 out of this pass. Roll the 6! Roll the 6. Now needs a 5 on the catch. Oh, he got it! He got it! Double 6s! 3+ to get on the board! He did it! Well done by the Remnants of Valor! Very well done! What a play! Got a 6 on the pass, a 6 on the catch, and a 3+ to score. One turn left in this ball game, unless of course there's a timeout. 8 on the pitch for the humans. 3-man player advantage for the BoLieve Broncos. What a pass. Saving the 4 blitzers and the catcher, pulling them back to the 22-yard line. Probably going to split this line wide as well. Puts Zug on the line because what? Oh no, he keeps the line tight. Puts Zug on the line because why not? He's a star player. he can take a hit on the last turn. Everyone's on the line except, of course, for Bonix. Again, Bonix picked up an extra point of movement. It's MA7 right now. 2 wideouts on this line. Here's the kickoff. No kicker for the human team. Still waiting on the kickoff from the human team. There it is. High kick's not going to get anything out of this. Turn 16 for the Broncos. Looking for some SPP at this point. First block going to be a knockdown. 9+ will break armor. No armor break. Second block on Grendel's mom. Got a POW looking for a 9+ here. I'm sorry, looking for a 10+ here. No armor break. And now on the blitz, 2-die blitz, gets a push out of this. We'll still get another block attempt. Powell and Mighty Zug, 9+ to break armor for some SPP on Cauliflower. Does not work out. Oh, he's going to go for the foul. Going to try to foul out Zug. 7 assists. 8 assists on the foul. Oh, come on. Come on. That was awful. That was an awful animation. Gotta try to pick up a point of SPP on Bonix here on the pass, and that'll be the end of the game. I have a meeting in 45 minutes. Man, I am in such a sour mood. Failed pickup, not going to get any more SPP out of this. That'll be the game. The BoLieve Broncos are going to win this one 2-1. Very well played. Congratulations to BB Nut. Team celebrating their victory, and with that win, the BoLieve Broncos are going to remain in second place here. They're still undefeated with a record of 4-1-0. They're 2 points behind the Pip Stars, but that's because the BoLieve Broncos have already had their bye week. The Pip Stars have yet to have their bye week. They'll have their bye week somewhere in week 7 to 9. Again, very well played by both coaches. The Remnants of Valor currently in third place in Division B, so still sitting high in the leaderboard. Remember, the top 2 teams from each of the 3 divisions will make the cut to the top 8 guaranteed, and then the 2 best ranking teams besides that between all 3 divisions will also make the cut. So you really are duking it out for those top 2 spots to guarantee your spot in the top 8. And that'll do it for week 6. No games left on the schedule. So starting today, actually, we'll start it today. We'll give the coaches an extra day in the week. Week 7 is going to begin, and when those week 7 games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch, or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. There we go. Whoa, what's going on there? You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is so great. Here, you know what? We'll put a link to the Discord in there as well. There you go. You can hang out in our Discord channel. If you want to participate in our next open competition, just hit me up in Discord. I'm AVU2. Say, hey, I want to play in the next competition. We'll put you on the list. When registration opens, I'll send you instructions on how to register. It's dead simple. We also post registration instructions in our MAML announcements channel as well. This game is a ton of fun. You should play it. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox. and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Until week 7, everyone, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get ready for a nightmarish day. But thanks for hanging out this morning, playing some Blood Bowl. I had a lot of fun. And we will see you. We'll see you in our first week 7 match. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.